Eric, go ahead.
Well, obviously, a tremendous job defensively. Fourth quarter, things got revved up a little bit, and they were trying to come back, and they got into a little bit of a shot making streak. But hold these guys to 103. It was a hell of a job. The difference was, we just came out and we were much more physical than we were last time we played them. And that was a long time ago. It was late years ago. But we knew that we needed to play with a lot more presence, and we did that. And for the first question, the defensive belt tonight went to Nico Melli. His on-off defensive numbers were by far the best on the team. He had a couple block shots and a steal, and he was part of our improved physical disposition at the start of the game. So he's the defensive belt winner.
All right, let's go ahead to start with Brad.
Yeah, I want to ask you about Dorian's play tonight. When he came back from COVID, those first couple of games of his were in Utah, and he just looks like a different guy out there, especially the last few games, but tonight in particular.
He's such an important part of our team. And look, tonight we needed his defense, his rebounding, and his scoring. We were pretty sure they were going to put Gobert on him again at the beginning of the game, and that was going to open up a lot of open threes. I think he was 2 for 8 in the first half. May have hesitated on 1 or 2 of them in the first half. At halftime, we just said, "Hey, look, this is a heavyweight bout, and we don't care about stats. We got to be fully committed with everything we're doing." In the second half, he stepped into him and hit big shot after big shot. So he did everything tonight, including drive the ball and make free throws and guard multiple positions and all that stuff. So really, obviously, a very important guy to us. When their family had the child, 2.5, 3 weeks ago, he got a 2-game rest, which I think was something that also, energized him when he came back. And so, he's had a great run ever since then.
Tim Cato.
Hey, Rick, I was also going to ask about Dorian. I'll try to make this a little bit more specific. When a player's going into a game where they're expected to be guarded by a big man like this is, like Gobert did for a lot of the game, it's a very playoff style defense. You said you talked to him at halftime a little bit about just not hesitating. Even more generally than that, what are you looking for a wing player in that situation who probably isn't used to shooting 17 times or attacking off the dribble as much as he did in this game? What are you telling them, and what are you looking for in a game like that?
Look, he's done it before. I mean, there were a couple games in the bubble where he took a lot of shots. The game we beat Milwaukee in overtime in the bubble, they're doing the same thing. They had Lopez on him, and they were basically letting him shoot threes, and he made a bunch of them. Look, he's in his, I don't know, 4th, 5th year. I'm losing track, but he's an experienced player, and he's been through some of these situations before. I mean, he was through it twice earlier in the year. We played these guys at Utah. The difference there was it was his first and second game off COVID. We're playing at 4,300 feet, and we're playing against a team that was on skates, compared to our guys that were just coming back. So, tonight's a different night. His play, his all-around play was absolutely tremendous.
Eddie?
Just double checking from before the game. Did you get any further clarity or update on KP? And will he travel to Houston?
I haven't talked to Casey yet, so I don't have an answer. Do you have another question?
No, that's all right. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, Corey.
Corey from the Out of Bounds Sports Podcast. How you doing, Coach?
Fine. How are you?
I'm doing great. So it seems like this team is really peaking at the right time. Very impressive win tonight. So how proud are you of this team, considering just how the season started with everything going on?
I like what we're doing. I like the direction that we're going. But if you ask the guys in that locker room, they're going to tell you we haven't done anything yet. I mean, there's a long way to go here. There's a lot of ground to make up that we lost early. We're trying to get into the top 6. We're really not looking at the standings, but we're just looking game to game, and we're really being as process oriented as we can be. The Houston game Wednesday night's another huge game. They've been a struggling team, and all that, but we've got to keep our eye on the ball, and we've got to go in there, and find a way to take care of business. And none of these games are easy.
Okay, we're gonna do one more, and that will be Nicole.
Hi, Coach. Congrats for the win.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What do you think was the key to hold the Jazz in offense, especially in the perimeter?
The key to the game?
Yes, especially to hold the offense in the perimeter.
Well, there was a quotation we talked about before the game. Mike Tyson once said, everybody has a plan until they get hit in the mouth. And, last 2 times we played these guys, we were the ones that got hit in the mouth, and we knew we had to be the ones that were hitting tonight. Our level of physical presence was much, much better, just all the way across the board. And I think that was the key to the game. They felt us the majority of the game. They're a great team, and they've been by far the best team in the league all year. I mean, they just won 9 in a row by, an average of 19 points per game or something like that. And so we have great respect for them. And, we're just, we're understanding more and more, the level of sacrifice, the level of physicality that it takes to consistently win in this league. And, every single game is going to be a challenge, and the schedule is extremely dense from here on out. And so, we're going to have to be very strategic with everything that we're doing. Thank you.
Thanks for